Well, hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alex and welcome to another video. So this video is going to be a little bit different. We're not going to be doing any photography tutorials or editing tutorials on this one. I actually want to unbox this DJI Mic 2. I received this microphone yesterday and I thought, before I start using it, let's do a quick unboxing and see what we get inside the box. This video could be helpful to anyone out there who might be in the market for one of these. Maybe you would like to know what you will be receiving with your investment. This microphone is not a cheap microphone. Well, in my opinion, I paid about $239 for it, I believe. But it does bring two transmitters, like the one you see here. In fact, we're gonna talk about why I own this one here in a bit. And it also brings a charging case, carrying bag, and I believe it also brings some other goodies in there that you can use to get the most out of this microphone. So let's get a little bit into why I bought this one at first and why then I changed my mind and decided to go for the full kit. So this one I purchased in, I believe, June of this year. And the reason why was because at that time I wanted to get more into making content outdoors. I also own the DJI Osmo Action 4, and that camera has a function to where you can pair this microphone directly onto the camera without having to need a receiver. So the camera itself is the receiver, and I thought I wasn't going to need an external receiver because my goal was to only use this microphone with that camera. During that time, I had decided to start a channel about personal development, because personal development is something that I also enjoy to talk about and to implement in my life. And I wanted to be more like outdoors and doing some outdoor activities. And I thought that this was all I was going to need. But then now that the weather is getting a little colder and I don't like the cold that much, I have decided to start focusing more on sit-down content like this. And don't get me wrong, these little microphones are great because they have internal recording capabilities to where you don't actually need a receiver in order to get the audio from these microphones. But the issue, or what I have run into, is that when it comes to me making videos here with a mirrorless camera and not directly transmitting the audio onto the camera, I sometimes tend to forget to press recording on my transmitter, or there's been instances where I make a video 30 minutes and then I get back into my computer, I try to extract the files from the transmitter and the file is corrupted, so you just hear white noise. Another issue that I have with this, and this is more of my problem, when you get one of these, you only get the transmitter. You don't get a carrying case. So I tend to misplace things all the time. So this thing being so small, I might place it somewhere and then I put something else right in front of it, and then it hides behind it. So then when I'm looking for it, I can't find it. So I have that issue. And then this one, fortunately, brings a carrying case, and it also brings a charging case. So it will be a little bit bigger and more easy for me to notice where I've left it. So that was the reason why I have decided to purchase the kit instead of just having this one here. In fact, I think I'm gonna end up selling this one because I will have no need for it. The two little microphones or transmitters that you find here will be more than enough for me. So enough about the talking and like background stories and stuff like that. Let's get into the actual unboxing of this, and I'm gonna take out my little box cutter right here and carefully just cut the box. Let's see. These little microphones, or I mean, based on my own experience, they're great because you get decent audio quality. In fact, the audio you're listening to right now is coming from one of these. So that's a good testament of the audio that you will get from one of these. So before I take anything out from here, let's see what we should be expecting. We should be expecting a receiver, transmitter, or two transmitters, a charging case, a carrying bag, clip magnets. You can expect two windscreens and the cables. All right, let's take this thing out. That's it. right, let's open this little bag here. So I believe this is the carrying case, which is pretty nice. You know, it feels, it's made out of like really good quality. So, by the way, bear with me here because this is the first time I'm doing one of these, so I don't know what the name of the materials are or anything like that. I know like some people, you know, I watch some car content and they're like, yeah, this car has Alcantara seats and it has microfiber hoods and stuff like that. Like, I don't know what any of these materials are, so I apologize if that offends anyone by me not knowing the names. This is the charging cable, the charging case. It's very heavy. I believe the transmitter and the receivers are in here, and we get the USB-C cable, and then we get the, I don't know what this cable's called, but maybe you have an idea of what it is. And of course, let's see. Oh, these are one of the dead cats or the windscreens. And here's the other one. And so far, I think that's it for what you will find inside the little carrying case. So let's put this to the side. I don't need this as well. And then the box cutter we're done with. So 2 dead cats, a USB-C, and man, I don't know what this one's called, so sorry about that. Then let's see how we open it. So it has a little sticker here. I guess we have to take it off. And then press to unlock. So we're gonna press it and open. So there we go. We find inside the 2 transmitters and the receiver. And it's pretty cool because it's a touchscreen. Wow, nice. And the receiver, I mean the transmitter, is exactly like the one I'm using right now. I believe there's 2 options or like color options for this. You can get the white ones, or you can get the black with the transparent, like the transparent plastic. But so far, I mean, feels high quality, feels nice. I would do an audio test or an audio review, but you're already listening to the audio. Maybe there might be a little difference if I'm just recording directly inside the microphone than if I was transmitting it to the camera. So I might change, or I might plug in the receiver into the camera, so maybe you can see if there's any difference when it comes to the audio. But the receiver is pretty small. Honestly, it's a lot smaller than I expected. It looked a lot bigger in that picture from where I purchased it. But I like the fact that it's touchscreen. But yeah, here's the receiver. Oh, I know what this cable is now. So I believe this one then goes from the receiver onto the camera. Okay. So you need to use an extra cable. It's not like you just mount it to the hot shoe of the camera. So you use an extra cable. See, you see how much of a novice I am when it comes to this stuff. I'm not a really techie person. And then transmitter 1, and then the transmitter 2, and then we get this this little adapters where you can use them to plug the device to your phone. Oh yeah, like you can plug to your phone because it has these little things here. I believe those are the connectors that you can connect to the receiver here. Let me see. Oops, I'm about to start breaking stuff here. Okay, so here it is. Oh my God. Yeah, so this is how you can connect the receiver to your phone. You just stick this thing in here. Okay, and there we go. Okay, cool. So that's what you should expect inside the box when you buy this DJI Mic 2. 2 dead cats, the USB-C or USB Type-C cable, the charging port or the charging case, and two little phone connectors. I believe this is for the old connector for the iPhone, and the two transmitters, one receiver, and the cable that connects to the receiver and the camera, and the manual, and of course the carrying case, which makes it a lot easier for me to find these things. So I guess that's it. Before I go though, let me plug in the transmitter. No, let me plug in the receiver to the camera, and let's continue to record the audio with the transmitters. All right, so here I am now recording my audio on the new DJI Mic 2, and I have the receiver connected to the camera. The settings on the receiver are tuned to the camera that I'm using to record this video, which is the Canon R7. I am not recording 32-bit. I know that a lot of people make a big fuss about 32-bit, but I'm not recording. I have that disabled. And I am using the windscreen on my transmitters. So this is how the audio sounds using the new transmitter and the receiver. Now let's go to the one I already owned. And I mean, you can't really change settings on this one, so I have it recording just regular audio, no noise canceling, because I believe that you can change it to noise canceling, but it's just using the internal memory on this transmitter. So this is how the audio sounds on the one I already owned, recording internally, and this is how the audio sounds on the new one with the receiver on top of the camera. So you be the judge. Let me know if you like the sound on this one better, or if you like the sound on this one better. So let me know in the comment section of this video. I don't know if I'm making a fair test here, because I haven't really played much with the settings on the receiver, but I wanted to show you what the difference is pretty much right out of the box. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you like this type of content. And also, if you have any questions, suggestions, ideas for future videos, feel free to leave those in the comment section below, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.